Hi everyone, it's me Temmie with Tamor Designs, and today we are doing another room design. Today's design will be an indoor and outdoor bathroom. This would be a really cool primary bathroom to have. I would absolutely love this bathroom if I was able to have it. So as you can see, we have the dark green as the background for our beginning slide, which does signify that we are going to be using and seeing some more of that in the design. I just really wanted to go for the tropical vibes, and I can't get enough of that dark forest green color. Alright, so let's go ahead and move into the texture and palette page. So here's our texture and palette page, and considering the amount of furniture and items that we used last time for the Elphaba and Glinda style dorm room, this is a slight decrease in items. So as you can see, we have a couple really cool features on our texture and palette page. This little piece right here is part of our outdoor section of the bathroom. We've got some really cool textures, and I'm sure you all are excited to see what those are. So let's move into the room design page. Alright, so here we have our blank page. I'm very eager to just get in here and start designing, so let's go ahead and pull in the floor. So I sourced this beautiful herringbone floor. This is for the interior of the bathroom, of course. It has a really nice light undertone with a little bit of deviation between the planks, but not too much. So I think it's really nice for the space. Alright, so we have our floor in, and then let's go ahead and add one of our walls. So there's our back wall. With our first wall added, let's go ahead and add our second wall. So here's our second wall. So this wall is going to be the divider between the interior and the outside space. Alright, so there is our second wall, and I usually change the exposure on one of the walls to more suit the angle that we are at, but thankfully for this space, there is a lot going on our furthest wall from us. So I do not even want to worry about the exposure for this project. Let's get into the next item that we're adding in, and I'm so excited for this one. So our next item is these beautiful double doors that will be sitting on our rightmost wall to lead into the gorgeous outdoor space that we have for this bathroom. You can't really see how cool these doors are from the angle we're at because of this perspective. They perfectly match the style and aesthetics that I wanted to incorporate in this space. So for our next item, we have another really cool flooring that we'll use. So this flooring is a beautiful stone texture. This will be our floor that we have for the outdoor section of the bathroom. So overall, although it might not be super apparent, we are going for a very modern bathroom design. I personally love modern style homes and decor. A lot of people either love modern houses or they either really hate it because it's like lifeless. And I'm not a huge fan of like the almost like brutalistic style of modern design. Most of the furniture that I really enjoy using is on the modern or minimalistic side of things. Alright, I kind of had to custom make this next item. So I went ahead and used my photoshopping skills to create a really cool divider that will add an extra level of privacy to the space on the outside of the bathroom. This is a really tall wall that will make sure that nobody can see inside of your little tranquility space right outside your beautiful bathroom. And for the empty space that we have atop the wall that isn't filled in, I'm going to add in a couple tall palm trees to help also shade the space and once again create more privacy for this luxurious outdoor space. So as you can see, I'm bringing in the palm trees right now. So I am going to have them come up to there. I wanted to go for some lower palm trees to still give that tropical feel that I was really wanting to go for, but also to ensure that there are some natural privacy makers. These trees kind of serve as an extra level of security for your space. So our next object that we are adding is a window. Like I said, I will add a window anywhere I can get, and especially with a modern space, I am going to put as many windows as I want. But yes, this was a bathroom, so of course I was like, the most I can get is one. And of course we only have 2 walls that we see here, so maybe if there were more walls I would add more, but we only got 2 walls, and the window I added really serves as an architectural feature That makes this space even cooler than it already is. All right, so here we've got our window. How cool is this window? And of course, when I was trying to find a window that would go really well in this bathroom, I had to take into consideration I don't want anyone peeking in. This is our private space. We've got like almost a tunnel created with the exterior walls of the house. There is a little terrarium of plants in there, and so there's no one peeking through that. This is a floor-to-ceiling window. I'm sure you can't tell yet because we don't have the ceiling, but we're gonna bring it in now. So here's our lovely ceiling. So I'm almost entirely sure that our ceiling and our floor and wall on the right side are not lined up, and that is okay because once we add in our next item, we will be able to see a lot more clearly what is going on. So our next item is our luxurious shower. So here's our really beautiful shower. As you can see, it creates like a small little cubby in the corner of the room. And honestly, how lucky are we that that basically fits the architecture that's going on with the window next to it. We can see that the window next to it does have a jut out on the right side, which then can, in this case, realistically be where the shower is jut into. So that does make this space even more realistic than I was even planning to make it. Okay, so for our next item, we are going to bring in a really cool feature wall. So I went ahead and already brought in our feature that I was just talking about. Let's zoom in and take a closer look. So here we are zoomed in on our little area. This really cool wall piece that I have added into the space is a textured wall panel. It also incorporates the frequent black accents that we use in this space. So we've got the black framed shower, the black shower head, and of course it is very angular. Everything is falling into the modern category. I did opt to keep the walls very neutral, very white, very plain because of all of the really cool elements and decorations, wall pieces, and furniture that we are using for this space. So let's zoom out. All right, so I went ahead and put it in. So if you can't tell already what it is an extra piece that will be connected to our wall segment of this beautiful black paneling and will continue to span across the ceiling. So the purpose for that is just to provide some extra detail that you wouldn't see in your average home bathroom. This is a very modern idea to carry something up into the ceiling. Okay, so with that black stripe, we have kind of finished off this side of the space, architecturally at least. So next we are going to move on to the left side. We are going to add in our backsplash. So I went ahead and pulled in our backsplash, and isn't this marble gorgeous? It is stunning. And so I'm sure now you can see why I didn't want to do too much with the walls. I did want almost the neutral colors to really show how beautiful they can be, and they're not as boring as people want to pin them out to be. All right, so architecturally, I think we are done, and we are going to move on to our fixtures. So of course, let's go from left to right since we finished on the left side. It is going to be the vanity or the sinks for this primary restroom. So I went ahead and I arranged the sink. Of course, this sink has our same wooden tone that we have in the flooring to reciprocate that and make everything uniform. It does once again have some black accents. So we've got the black metal legs and support for the sink, and then you can see our first pop of color in the space aside from our beautiful scenery. Our first item that has a pop of color is our towels. So these did not come with the sink. I went ahead and put them there myself, and there will be more dark forest green to come. But you can't have a beautiful vanity without a mirror. So let's bring in the mirror. Here is our mirror. So I went ahead and adjusted the mirror. And you know I love this mirror. I think it's so stunning. But the one thing that I don't like about it is that it's covering up our beautiful marble wall. But of course, that's gonna have to happen because we need the mirror. But isn't this mirror stunning? It's got the nice little LED light all around so that you are perfectly lit up when you're looking at yourself in the mirror. And then that also means that you don't need any type of lighting above the mirror unless if you want to be really bright and add a light in there. I didn't opt for that. I did think it would look a little bit too cluttered around the mirror if I did, so I did keep it just as is. So now with our mirror added, we are going to focus on the next part of the sink, a and towel holder. And you're like, where's the other one? Of course I didn't forget it. So we're gonna have two, his and hers. I'll go ahead and iron out all the stuff at the end, but this is about as even as I'm gonna get it for now. So yeah, so there we have these really cool towel holders for your hand towels. Our sink area is basically done. I would also like to include a trash can for the functionality of the space. I'm not all about the aesthetics. Of course, we need functional spaces as well, and that's even more important, honestly. Okay, so we've got the trash can. So this trash can will go right here. It's honestly not the star of the show. It's kind of hiding and peeking on the left corner. It is there though. All right, so we've got our sink area completed. It is done. So now for maybe my favorite item of the bathroom. Let's bring it in. Here it is. Look at that rug. Chef's kiss. It is beautiful. Rugs are like my favorite thing right now because they really do make the space. So this rug, I don't know if you can tell or not, but what does it have? We've got those black lines around the organic shapes, and that also really does make for some unity. It does tie in the black accents. And what is that? Is that a dark forest green? It is. So we've got some dark forest green in there, and of course we've got our cream color, and this little patch right here helps to bring in that warm wood tone but into the carpet. And then we've got our black, of course, and this little dot of green right here, but this is a lighter green. I don't really have anything in the space that ties that in directly through the furniture or the accessories, but since we have so much greenery, I did think that it was a little ode to the beautiful plants that we have on the exterior of the house through the little courtyard we've got here and the window view. So I did want to keep that in here because I love that we're bringing in that green as well. Let's bring in our next item. So our next item happens to be our light fixture. So you can see how cool this light is. It's a black hanging light with this super cool like netting or like wire around it. I'm not sure. I've never seen this kind of light in person before. I just wanted to go for that like tropical like bathroom vibe. For our next item, it actually will be going on our strip of black paneling that is on our wall and carries up into the ceiling. It is our toilet. We need a couple of functional accessories with our toilet. So I have two. Let's bring in the first. So here's our toilet paper holder. I wanted to opt for one that is not wall mounted, even though they usually are, because where would it be mounted on the wall here? This beautiful black standing toilet paper holder right here does create another easy option for us to use. So I did want to go with that. You know what I just realized? I have been looking at this window for the past couple days and I didn't even notice it has a gorgeous koi pond. Sorry if I'm overreacting, but that just makes the space 1,000 times cooler. I love it, and it's so tranquil. Imagine if in this space you can have your window, and then maybe like it's one you can like lift up and open it out and like have it just airing into the bathroom. That's honestly, if I had this space, I would opt for a window pane that would allow you to hoist it up and just allow for a bunch of air to flow throughout the bathroom. I just see that and I think of the breeze coming through that tunnel, with the leaves flowing and the beautiful fresh air coming in, and even some of that light that might shine in through there at certain hours of the day. Oh, this is my dream bathroom. So here is our little sink area. I did not zoom in on it earlier, I don't think. But I just wanted to go ahead and showcase it. So it does go together really well. Everything is super gorgeous and works hand in hand to make the space something super functional and aesthetically pleasing at the same time. So I love that. We have got our next item to go next to the toilet, and it happens to be a toilet plunger. So let's bring it in. I'm actually not sure if this is a toilet brush or a toilet plunger. Regardless, it is something functional for the toilet. So this toilet brush slash plunger, I'm pretty sure it's a brush. This toilet brush has a really cute little black container that it sits in with a really nice wooden top. These would just sit next to the toilet on either side, and you would have a very accessible and functional toilet. Alright, so with our toilet done, we do have exactly one more item for the bathroom's interior. Let's bring it in. So our item to finish off the bathroom's interior is this gorgeous potted plant. I know we've got a lot of plants incorporated in the space, but they're not inside the space. They are on the outs of the space. So this plant will be a indoor breath of fresh air for the space, and it has a really cool tiled pot. That's where it's sitting. It's gonna sit right there. And part of the reason why I had to sit there is because at this angle, you don't really get a lot of options for where this could sit, right? There's not very many options, and this little corner was very bland. I know we've got our doors there, but I just wanted to put something there that's fun, funky, fresh. With our interior of the bathroom complete, let's move on to the outside. The functionality of the outside will be centered around our bathtub. I'm sure you could have guessed that it was a bathtub, because it was the only thing we were basically missing in the interior. It's got that large wide rim with the elevated side, so there's plenty of room to relax. Why would we just stop at the bathtub? There are plenty of accessories that we can incorporate out here. So let's go ahead and grab them. So our first accessory is this gorgeous black towel that will drape over the side of the bathtub. Let's get it in there. All right, there it is, draping over the side. I went for a black towel because out here we've got a lot of green going on. I'm sure you can see it. So I wanted to tie in some black by using the towel. And our little wall out there does have black in it as well. So I wanted to really lean into the black accents we've got on the outside. For our next item, we have something else very functional for the space. It is one of these bamboo foot drying wooden pallets that sits outside of your bathtub or even your shower. In this case, it sits in front of the bathtub. They do remind me of that resort look and feel, that beautiful tropical vibe. Of course, for the space, I want to feel like vacation at home, so I put it in front of the bathtub. Our second to last item I have already placed is our little stool here. I think it was called like a bamboo reed stool or something. This bamboo stool and the little bamboo mat outside of the bathtub were very similar. They even had very similar names. I thought, why not add in a little table? And this does have a function as well. So let's bring in our last item. All right, so for our last item, we have this little black bottle here. And honestly, we could even duplicate it. Let's duplicate that. And then we've got like a shampoo and conditioner or something like sitting right out here. So everything in this space is sourced. There are a couple of things that aren't, but to make up for that, we do have our cool towels over here that are sourced and these green ones up here. And then we've got our shampoo and conditioner bottle. Those are sourced as well. Overall, this space is stunning. It might be my favorite thus far, but I feel like every time I make a new one, it just makes me think that it's the best one. So that might even happen next time I make a video, but for now, let's go ahead and readjust everything, rearrange everything, and make sure that they are all in their exact positions. And then I'll be right back when I'm done. So I very briefly moved everything around so it's in a more suitable spot for this video. I did take out our extra bottle because it just didn't look as cute as one sitting there in my eyes. Guys, what do you think? I think I would never get tired of this bathroom. I could live in this my entire life. It is the perfect amount of modern and tropical and like homey yet resort feel. It really encompasses everything I want to feel when I am using my primary bathroom. And then we've got the gorgeous forest green color, of course. And something with this bathroom that I was just thinking about was that say you are done with the forest green and you're like, you know what, that's not my color anymore. Something about that is that really the only things with forest green in them are the carpet and the towels on the sink. So you could very easily be like, you know what, I'm picking a new color to put in as our accent color and easily switch out that green for a blue or even a purple or a red or whatever you're thinking, orange, who knows, and easily just take the carpet out, take the towels out, and replace them with a new color. So that's what I really like about this too, is that this space is super adaptable. It's super easy to customize to your own liking. Obviously, I love making every kind of space though. It really does challenge me to open myself up to different types of spaces that I might not be used to creating. I would love to make something cottage, something like Victorian, something even like industrial. Like, I'm open to any kind of things to create. So if you have any really cool style suggestions or room suggestions, I would love to hear them in the comments. I'm always open to listening to ideas to do, and I am looking for a new idea for next week, so let me know if you have one. And of course, look at that beautiful koi pond. Oh my gosh, sorry, I just had to bring it up again before we left because I couldn't believe I forgot that, and I haven't been giving it the appreciation it deserves. I think our space is a 10 out of 10. I love it. Let's go to our start page. Please let me know in the comments what you thought of the video, and if you're interested in any of the products that were featured in this video, they're all shown in the description and possibly continued in the comments if I didn't have enough space, so that you guys can purchase or view whatever you'd like to see from this video. This is the finalized indoor and outdoor bathroom design. I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know what you thought of it below, and if you have any cool ideas, I'm open to hearing them down below. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye!